别这么麻烦了，我有签了生死状的，一起上。
This man with exceptional martial arts skills is named Huo, and he is the highest kung fu master in modern China. He has been very obsessed with kung fu since childhood, to the extent that he is agile and skilled in it. As he grew up, his martial arts skills were already very impressive. On this day, a kung fu master named Zhao wanted to challenge Huo. Originally, Zhao was defeated by Huo when he was a child. The purpose of Zhao's return this time is to defeat Huo. Huo looked down on him and mocked him as a defeated subordinate. Immediately, Huo jumped for life, grabbed the rope and continued to climb upwards. When Huo had not yet stepped onto the arena, Zhao suddenly attacked, and then they engaged in a fierce confrontation.
猫爪，
虎爪。
In the end, Huo won the competition. Late at night, Huo held a banquet to celebrate, and many young people hoped to worship Huo as their master. At this point, someone told him that only by defeating Master Qin can he be ranked first in the local area. In order to compete for first place, Huo fights on the ring every day, and even a dozen or so people rushing forward are not Huo's opponents. The next morning, Huo and his disciples ran into Master Qin while walking on the street. Huo knows that only by defeating Master Qin can he be ranked first here. The two of them chatted while walking, and Huo took the opportunity to take action. The two began to compete with each other, and in the end, Huo was angry and left. After returning home, Huo was very angry and scolded his disciples for their poor martial arts skills. Late at night, an apprentice was carried in and suffered a serious fracture and injury from being beaten. Huo asked the disciple who hit him, and the disciple said it was Master Qin who hit him. Subsequently, Huo and his disciples went to find Master Qin. Huo was very arrogant and pointed at Master Qin, saying, "Let's sign a life and death certificate and go to the arena together for a competition." Master Qin had no choice but to agree when he saw such a situation. Subsequently, the two engaged in a fierce battle and duel. In the end, Master Qin was defeated by Huo, and Huo succeeded in becoming the local top martial arts master. Although he defeated his final opponent, his mood at the moment is unhappy. When he returned home, His mother and daughter had already died. He rushed into Master Qin's house with a long knife in his hand, as if he had gone crazy. It turned out that Master Qin's disciple killed Huo's daughter. At this moment, Master Qin's disciple committed suicide. Huo turned around and left, returning home. At this moment, the disciple who had been beaten by Master Qin knelt in front of Huo. It turned out that he had an affair with Master Qin's wife and was only beaten up after being discovered by Master Qin. All the disciples knew the reason, but no one told Huo the real situation. From then on, Huo became disheartened and cold-hearted, as his momentary impulse caused the two families to fall apart. Afterwards, he wandered on the streets, letting his wounds become inflamed and ulcerated. He wanted to die, but was saved by kind-hearted villagers. Under the careful care of the villagers, Huo's health gradually improved, but that experience constantly tormented him, and only constant labor can alleviate the pain in his heart. One day, foreign kung fu masters were very rampant in China, playing 32 consecutive arena matches, none of which were unsuccessful. They arrogantly satirized that the Chinese people's kung fu is too weak and inadequate. Huo, who saw the news, felt very sad in his heart. He knew he couldn't sink like this anymore and must pick himself up. So Huo immediately set off to Shanghai. After many years, he once again stepped onto the arena, but this time he is not for his own honor, but for the glory of the entire nation. The war between Huo and foreigners is on the verge of breaking out.
Come on!
In the end, Huo won the game and also earned the respect of his opponents. He raised Huo's hand high, and the audience cheered and applauded together. After this battle, he convened Chinese martial arts masters to jointly create the Jingwu Sports Club and promote Chinese martial arts. Zhao, who was once defeated by Huo, also abandoned his past grievances and voluntarily joined the Jingwu Sports Club. Foreign kung fu masters is very unhappy to see such a situation. They even invited kung fu masters from various countries to try and defeat Huo, causing the Jingwu Sports Club to lose face. Huo knows how unlucky it is to go and compete with them this time, but Huo still chose to go and duel with them, because it concerns the glory of the nation. Kung fu masters from 4 countries took turns to fight against Huo. The opponent in the first match is the British boxing champion. The opponent in the second match is the royal head coach. The opponent in the third match is the European fencing champion. Huo just rested for a moment before stepping onto the arena again. The last opponent is Tanaka from Japan. This person has extraordinary skills and has become famous in Japan for a long time. Tanaka uses a Japanese samurai sword. Huo used the Chinese 3-section cudgel. After a few rounds, The two of them were equally skilled. During halftime, Huo picked up the water on the table and started drinking. Little did they know that someone had already poisoned the water. As the two of them engaged in a fight, Huo suddenly spurted out a mouthful of blood. Tanaka knew there was something fishy going on and immediately called off the competition. At this moment, Huo's friend hurriedly came to Huo's side and asked him to give up the game and immediately go to the hospital for medical treatment. Huo told him that it was too late. People cannot choose the beginning of life, but they must have the courage to walk through the last scene. Huo wiped away the blood from his mouth and walked forward again. The audience below raised their arms and cheered up loudly. The two sides fought again, and the scene was exceptionally dangerous. Huo's mouth kept gushing with blood, but he never gave up. Tanaka punched Huo's neck. Huo exerted all his strength to punch, but stopped at the last moment. Because he doesn't want to make the same mistakes as before, he fell to the ground with a smile on his face. Just as the referee was about to announce the result of the game, Tanaka stepped forward and helped Huo up, raising his right hand. Huo used his life to win everyone's respect. To this day, the Jingwu Sports Club has become increasingly strong, covering more than 50 countries and regions around the world. Huo have been the pride in the hearts of countless Chinese people.